What's up, world, man? I got Mr. Credit to Wealth in the building. What's up, brother?
Chilling, man. Chilling. What about you?
Man, I can't complain. It's a pleasure to have you here, man.
Likewise, man. Likewise.
So where you from?
Indiana, middle of nowhere.
How was your upbringing?
How was my upbringing? Very traditional. I was raised primarily by my grandparents. My mom had me very young. She was in and out of college and then also work. So it was very blue collar. My grandfather taught me the trades. Grandma taught me how to clean the house. So it was very traditional upbringing that I had.
For the people that don't know, what you do for a living?
So obviously, if y'all can't tell by the name, Mr. Credit to Wealth, what I do is I do credit repair, business funding, but most importantly, I coach young entrepreneurs how to leverage debt into income.
And I ain't gonna lie, he really is official. He got me 100K. When I first met him, that man got me approved for 100,000.
And that was baby food. We just getting started with it for real.
Yeah, because I need that lamb truck. So what got you into doing credit?
Honestly, my best friend's dad. So my best friend's dad, he owns a very successful car wash in our area. And long story short, me and my best friends, we were about to go to the beach, kick it with some shorties. And he told us, he was like, y'all can go to the beach and kick it, or I can put you on game on how to be a successful young black man. And we kind of came together, we huddled together, and was like, you know what? Let's see what I'm talking about. Let's see what, what kind of game he gonna put us on. Put us on about religion, about being a young, successful man, business, but what stuck to me the most was credit. He talked about how he leveraged credit to start his business, and during the time I had started my first business. It was a construction company, and we were about sophomores in high school. We were 16 years old, and he just explained to me on exactly how to build my credit to be able to leverage it to grow my business, and that really stuck to me because I'm like, oh, I want to make money, and being able to get tools is the next step. And it took a lot to save the money to be able to get the tools. So getting credit really kind of like stuck to me. So that's kind of like the introduction I had to credit. And that was like my first exposure to credit, because obviously a lot of people don't talk about it, but he really exposed it and broke it down to me in a way that I could relate at a young age.
So somebody with bad credit, let's say my credit score in like the 500s. What can you do with it? How fast can you get it to the sevens?
Now, I love hearing this question, because what separates me from a lot of different credit people is I speak transparent. I speak the truth. And the truth is there is no talent. It could be as soon as 2 weeks. It could be as long as 120 days. It's completely dependent on the credit profile and what's on there. If it's low because of utilization, that's 30 days. Pay that utilization down or add a high limit primary to that profile, utilization is going to drop down. But if you have bankruptcies, repos, collections, that's going to vary depending on the derogatory mark. So the answer I love to give is anywhere between 30 to 120 days. But I don't sell dreams.
How long it took you to learn all this?
It took me about 2 years of constant hard work, constant studying. No 9 to 5, by the way. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life.
And mentors?
Had a couple mentors, but I don't classify them as mentors. They're really just like partners of mine. They saw something in me, and I didn't have to pay high ticket prices for it. They just really liked my work ethic at a young age and just blessed me with the knowledge.
How many credit cards you got?
Take a wild guess.
20.
Nah, you can go up a little bit.
25.
You can go up a little bit.
30.
A little bit more.
40.
A little lower.
35.
A little bit higher.
36.
Almost.
37.
37.
God damn, 37?
This is 18 right here. 18 in my pocket. That's not even including my wallet. That's not including back at the crib. This is 18 credit cards right here.
How much that worth right now?
This, probably about a cool 350 around that range. Around 350.
350?
Liquid, right here.
Ooh, how you keep up with all that?
A spreadsheet. It's very difficult. I'm not going to front and act like it's easy. It's a lot of managing to make sure that, of course, I don't miss payments and I know what benefits benefit me the most on each card. It's a lot of work, but a spreadsheet on Google Docs help me all the time with it.
What's your favorite card?
Favorite card? We got to go with the, hold on, I got to cycle through all these cards. We got to go with the Amex Gold. I'm not going to lie to you. When you pull up this card, no matter who watching, no matter who around you, they're going to notice this card every single time, and it has great travel benefits. And if y'all don't peep, the credit card chain, it's an Amex. Amex is my favorite bank, and I got to rock with them all the way.
What's the difference between the gold card, the black card, and the silver card?
So the gold card is kind of like the base model in the high level credit card family for Amex. So it's really travel benefits. So this is really good for base level travel benefits, and it has the lower annual fee. It's like $375 a year. Then if you want like crazy benefits, you go platinum with it. So that gives you like exclusive lounge access. You get a bunch of like perks like Clear going through TSA, in-flight services, things like that. that's $900 a year roughly. Then if you go black card, that's big dollar money. Like I'm not there yet. Give me a couple of years, I'm gonna have that black card. But if you see anyone with an Amex black card, oh my goodness, you gotta spend at least $250,000 a year with Amex alone to be able to qualify for it. Not credit score. We ain't talking about trade lines. We ain't talking about average age. We talking about you spending $250,000 a year with this bank alone to be able to get an invitation for that card.
Dang.
Crazy.
What was your first credit card you ever had?
My first credit card I ever had, let's see if I got it with me.
And how did you build up your credit too?
I got you. So look, right? This is my first ever credit card right here. Quicksilver, my oldest credit card. Had a $500 limit on it, right? So the way I built up my credit was I was added as an authorized user on 3 of my granddad's credit cards. That gave me a 788 credit score right off the bat when I first turned 18 because I was 16 when he put me on there. So how I built my credit was I used my credit card as much as possible. I had a construction company. I would use that $500 limit, max it out, get supplies for a job, and then once I got paid from the job, pay it completely off. The definition of credit is your ability to pay back borrowed money. So I made sure I showed that with my first credit card. That increased my limit from $500 to $2,500 in just a couple weeks, and so on and so forth. $2,500 to $5,000. Then I applied for the Apple credit card. Right off the bat, they gave me $7,500 because they saw my other credit card I was using it and paying it off immediately. So the definition of credit, again, is to pay back borrowed money on time, and that's exactly how I built my credit.
How long that took you?
Woo! It was fairly quick. I would say about 6-8 months, that about range, to be able to get some real good limits and to be able to switch from personal to business credit. But to be able to build my credit now, obviously it took 4 years because your credit's going to be forever building, because the longer you have credit, the more times you're going to be able to borrow money and pay it back and increase that average age.
The first loan that you got for yourself, how much was it?
$50K.
And what you did with it?
Flipped it with my construction company. So it was a business line of credit. I got that when I was 19 years old. I invested in some real estate and I got a bunch of material and tools for my construction company. I got about $20,000 worth of tools. I invested 10 grand into private equity, and the rest of it I used into marketing and to social media equipment.
So let's just say you get somebody approved for $100K, but they don't know what to do with it. What would you advise them to do with the money, with the loan, or either the credit?
So figure out what you want to do first. So again, that's why I got into business coaching, because a lot of people don't know what to do with that amount of money because they've never seen that much money before. So you just got to really invest that into your hobby, into a business. So for example, I love teaching. My mom's a teacher. So I grew up kind of like seeing that from my mother, and that kind of like persuaded me to get into it. So I use my funding to be able to transition me from blue collar to be able to coach people. And I use that for travel, I use it for equipment, I use it for paying for employees, so I can still be able to make money while also chasing my goals. So any advice that I would give to somebody who is looking to leverage credit is to figure out a way to turn your hobby, something you love and enjoy doing, into an actual sustainable business model.
If you lost everything today, what would you rebuild first and why?
Credit. And the reason why I would build my credit first is because I already have the knowledge, right? I already know how to make money, whether that's online with content, digital products, coaching. If I lost everything, I will prioritize building my credit because I can invest the smallest amount of money to generate the highest return. What I mean by that is, if I mess up my credit, I pay $1,000 for somebody to repair it. I pay another $1,000 for some trade lines to be able to build my profile up. I invested $2,000 to be able to get some personal funding. Let's say I get about $20,000 in personal funding. I turn $2,000 into $20,000. I use that to buy a shelf corporation, which is an age business. That's another $2,000. In total, I invested $6,000. And guess what? With that shelf corporation, with that personal funding, guess what I'll be able to do? I'll be able to get almost $150,000 at 0% APR for that shelf corporation and be able to flip that and sell that knowledge and that experience that I did doing so on the internet, getting cameramen, equipment, traveling, meeting and networking different people in different parts of the country, if not the world. So I just turned $6,000 into $150K liquid, 0% APR, and I have 12 months to flip it. And with the knowledge that I have and the resources that I have, I'm confident I can flip that into $300K in 6 months.
How many celebrities, athletes, rappers, singers, they run into you and they want to network? Because you do know a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so I would say like, I probably work closely with about anywhere between like 10 to 15, but I'm pretty much at 100% like field goal average. Maybe like one person, actually two people. Big influencer Neon actually rejected me because obviously in my niche, in my area of work, it's very risky. So he just didn't want, of course, you know, for me to be introduced to his audience, not knowing who I was. And I do admit I did kind of like introduce myself a little bit wrong, but regardless, most people that meet me love the way I speak, love the way I carry myself. And because of that, they want to do business with me right away. So like I said, I'm probably at like a 90% field goal average when it comes to meeting celebrities or big influencers and doing credit. But I have a couple misses, and I'm not afraid to admit that, because a lot of people be afraid of shooting a shot with big celebrities. I don't care. They're normal people to me. If they say no, it's not going to kill me. It actually blew me up when Neon told me no. I make content on it all the time, and everybody's like, oh, wow, you're so amazing for posting it, because it motivates me, because I'm afraid of rejection. Don't be afraid of rejection. Embody it so you can be able to go on to the next person and find your true audience.
Seeing that you're so successful right now, right? How do you deal with family, friends that feels entitled?
They're not entitled. It's knowing my worth and knowing who was with me when I was climbing up and who pushed me to the side when I was climbing up. So people who feel entitled, I let them know up front that you're not entitled. You know, I still love you if you're family, if you're friends. I could care less, right? So family is the most tricky part, because a lot of people think that family is just blood. Family isn't blood. The man behind this camera right here, this is family to me. He's not blood. And I met him probably about, what, a month or two ago? It's an energy behind it, and that's what you have to read with people. I got to read that energy, and that's what creates that family bond. And that's the people that I want to help and bring along on this journey, versus just blood who pushed me to the side because I didn't go to college, pushed me to the side because I took this risk, pushed me to the side because I didn't help them when I was climbing up, because I didn't have the strength to pick you up and drag you to the top with me. So just understand that energy behind that hidden, you know, figure that they put on to be able to get in your shoes.
What kind of people do you look for when building partnerships?
I look for people who are in it for the personal relationship versus just the business. I can do business with anybody in the world. That's not the issue. What I want to do is help people who not only want to help themselves and work with me, of course, but also people who want to build something with me personally so we can go hang out. Because what's the point of us getting rich if we're not going to go to the bar, get a drink, or, hey, we pushing our McLarens and our Urises, our big body Benzes together? That's the whole point of getting successful. That's the people who I want to help build up, is the people that I can enjoy the fact that we got to the top together at any given time. So I look for that personal bond, that personal relationship when it comes to things like that.
What's the hardest part of success nobody warned you about?
Hardest part of success that nobody warned me about was how lonely it can be sometimes. You know, when it comes to working, it can get very, very lonely. People don't believe in you. A lot of people will push you to the side for really no reason and then come out when you make it. So it's very difficult to figure out who's real, who's fake. And when you figure out how to do that, people always want to turn a cold shoulder on you and say, oh, you're fake. Oh, why you so Hollywood?
Yep.
It's not me being Hollywood, it's about me protecting my energy.
Because everybody your cousin when you get on.
Everybody named mama your cousin, bro. Oh my
That's
goodness.
my cousin, right? The big bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Big bro, big homie.
I knew him in high school. I remember seeing him when he was a jit in freshman year. Bro, you pants me. What you mean? What you talking about, bro? You bullied me, and you now I'm little bro. Oh, I'm little cup. Man, get on somewhere with that.
They be
bro.
40 years old. Big homie.
I promise you, bro.
All right, man. So on your spare time, what do you do? Because you're a businessman. You always working. So
Yeah.
what do you like to do on your spare time?
I play basketball and I study.
Hold on. You play ball?
Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Hey, no. I was a runner in high school, right? I was top in the state for cross country and track. I used to hoop AAU in 4th grade, stopped to run, but on my free time, I hoop a little bit. Nothing crazy. I don't want to put it out there because everybody want one-on-one me for some reason. So I'm just put out there, I'm not a certified hooper.
Hold on. Kobe or LeBron?
For what?
Don't matter. Kobe or LeBron?
I gotta go Kobe overall.
Mamba mentality.
Yeah, that's why I asked. If it was just basketball, LeBron, but Kobe, overall mentality, dog in the gym, out the gym, overall, it gotta be Kobe for sure.
So what's something the fans don't know about you?
I'm goofy. I'm trying to get more into that side of my content, but a lot of people see me in a professional suit. A lot of people see me speak so proper. I'm all, military stance, chest out, back straight. A lot of people don't see me for who I really am, and that's what I'm trying to, express now more in my content, is the fact that I am, I feel like I am a good character. I joke a lot, I troll a lot, but that's something that I feel like a lot of people don't know about me, but I do want to portray myself more like that so I can be a lot more relatable to people.
And as soon as I flew into Dallas, right? As soon as I pulled up on Jeremy, I witnessed him get an 18-year-old kid approved for a Benz. What it was, a GT53, right?
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's a normal day.
Normal day?
That's a normal day.
He's 18, brother.
Yeah.
18.
18.
So I need that Rolls Royce.
That's easy.
I
I'm
need
telling you, bro, I don't go by Mr. Credit2Wealth for no reason, bro. It's a reason why I bestowed myself this honor of being called this.
So what's next for you?
What's next? I want to expand my reach and expand, of course, my knowledge, but just my energy. I feel like my energy is very, very, what's the word? It's addicting to a lot of people. And that's why I host these like events, because I understand that people don't have people like me around them. People that's willing to work hard, people that's willing to not die, but to live for them. We hear the term all the time that, oh, I die for you or I kill for you. Why not live for that person? That's a big thing that I kind of live by is, no, I'm not going to kill for you. I'm not going to die for you. I'm going to live for you. And that is very deep to a lot of people. And a lot of people don't get things like that. People don't hear that a lot. So I feel like my energy, and not only in my content, but hosting more events to be able to meet people in person and coaching them, not on just business, not on just credit, but just how to carry themselves mentally and emotionally is my next step in my life.
Do you be nervous sometimes meeting new people?
All the time. All the time. I'm never not nervous. I'm nervous right now in front of the camera.
And it don't seem like it.
You get used to it. It's like I said, I was a state qualified athlete, and you get used to the adrenaline. Like, I'm addicted to the adrenaline rush because that's when I know I perform my best. If I'm not nervous, I'm not gonna perform my best because you react quicker. You're able to kind of like unlock something that you didn't have prior. So if you're not nervous, then you're not pushing yourself. And I love pushing myself.
What made you start touring? Because you be city to city now.
Yeah, honestly, just expanding my reach, like I said, that I wanted to do. I did 2 mansions last year, both in Atlanta, and literally everybody loved them so much. They was like, oh man, you should go to different cities. And I'm like, know what? I should go on tour. And I feel like it's a dope idea and it's unique in my space because who you know in my space that's doing things like this, going from city to city every 60 days, putting people on game about credit, putting people on game about business, whatever the case may be. There's no one in my space doing it. And I feel like it was really unique. And to say at 22 years old, I'm going on tour, come on now, that's a dope accomplishment. So I can't wait to have that underneath the books.
You on a young boy run right now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
So I understand, sometimes everything glitter ain't gold. And people will look at you, you always happy, you spread in the knowledge, you spread in peace. What was one of the darkest times in your life for you?
That's a very great question. One of the darkest times for me, I lost a lot of money and a lot of people don't know about it. Now, it's difficult being a strong man because you can't show everybody what's going on because you have to be able to protect them from what's going on with you to be able to help them grow and prosper and help them through their situations. So I lost almost 6 figures in terms of like an investment, right? Almost lost 100K on an investment. And nobody can tell. Nobody can tell. And I had to deal with that alone. And I had people to help me. I had people to guide me through it. But at the same time, I was still dealing with it and still going on social media, acting like everything was okay. Still going from city to city in debt from this bad investment that I made, still helping other people, still coaching people, and still making sure my plays are in order while going through one more mistake and my career is over with. I'm bankrupt almost. And the bad investment started in 2024. It got horrible in 2025, but that summer 2025, that's where it really hit me. And it was like I was two-faced. I didn't feel like me. I felt like a robot. I felt like, oh, throughout the day, I have this perfect persona, this perfect image of me. But outside of that perfect image, inside of me, it was that darkness of, oh, I made a mistake. But I had to realize that my mistake wasn't who I was. And that kind of like broke me down a little bit just because, like I said, I was two-faced with everything. So I was kind of lost in depression. I had an identity crisis, but I brought myself back up. I was able to clear that debt and keep moving forward.
How long it took you to climb out the hole?
Being honest, I'm technically on paper still in the hole. Keep it in a buck. I can get out of it whenever I can, well, whatever I want. But on paper, I keep it just for, tax purposes. I, of course, depreciate those assets and then interest. That interest I can write off on my taxes every single year as long as it keeps the current interest. So it's a lot of tax slips that I use to be able to benefit from it. But to get out of it, like without it hurting me, probably about 1.5 years. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And see, that's the thing. People never see your losses, lessons. I'm gonna say lessons. They only see your wins. And that's like with me. When I lose, I lose. But when I win, everybody wins.
Exactly.
So it's like, that's the hard part for me. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I'm losing, nobody is there. But when I'm winning, everybody got their hand out.
But you know what's funny and what I learned? When you lose, other people win. And it can happen on one or two things. Of course, people prey on your downfall, but we don't even want to talk about that because that's going to happen regardless. The second win from others is you learn something to be able to teach them. Like everybody on this trip right now, we are in Dallas right now for one of my content managers, one of my tours. So the first stop of my tour in Dallas. And I'm able to teach everybody in here the mistake that I made and help coach them to not make the same thing. So although I lost, I'm still able to carry that knowledge and be transparent with everybody, let them know I lost a lot of money. Don't do it. Don't mimic me. And now I can help them reach a level that I already passed a lot quicker than I did. So it's a beautiful way of looking at it. And I like to be more optimistic. I like to be joyous about everything because you can get very depressed very quickly over anything. So I try to look at that glass half full rather than half empty all the time.
You spoke on taxes, right? What are some loopholes?
Debt. Debt is a big loophole. And that's why I love credit, because a lot of people don't understand that you're only taxed on profit. So if you borrow and pay yourself against your assets by going into debt and using that debt to live your life, guess what? You don't pay taxes, right? Because you're not profiting anything. You're going more into debt. And another loophole that I personally use is I create a business for every aspect of my life. So everything that I do, everything that I purchase is a tax write-off.
Explain the tax write-off too for the people that don't know.
Oh yeah, tax write-off is essentially, again, you're only taxed on profit. So a tax write-off is any expense used to generate you income. For example, right? We're under the mic right now. All this equipment to record me, the mics, the camera, the stands, the tripods, those are tax write-offs because they're expenses to keep the business going. So to be able to find that sweet loophole, make a business of your passion. Obviously, your passion is camera work. You love cameras, you love mics, you love lights, you love creating content. Everything that you buy towards that passion that journeys to that income is a tax write-off, helping you lower your tax liability.
And hold on, you got to say no Diddy because you said I love mics. I got to stop you right now.
Oh,
You know no Diddy on that one.
Come on, man. Come on. Pause, bro.
Pause. So, man, so what you spend your money on, man?
Investments. I love flipping money. I know a lot of people will look at the jewelry, look at the ring, look at the chain, but that's just marketing, honestly. And it comes with the game. Once you get to a certain level, that helps you get into doors. It's a conversation starter. Nobody has a custom chain like this. And actually, people have copied my chain idea. So when people see it, no matter how big their chain is, I have rappers come to me with giant chains worth my car, worth a house. And they, bro, that's a dope idea. Like, I never thought of a credit card Amex chain. Like, of course, you have some people with a similar chain, but they're like, oh, that detail is dope. Why a percent sign? Conversation starter. Oh, why you got this so young? Conversation starter. So everything that I do are investments to help generate me more income because that's how wealth is created.
But you got to spend your money on something. You got to like something. Girls, trip.
I got a girl. I had a girl since my sophomore year of high school. 6 years we locked in.
How y'all met?
Funny story. She's gonna tell me that, oh, this is a lie. But basically, we met up in math class. Of course, I'm big in track, sophomore year of high school, and she joins the track team basically. She said it was for a friend, but her friend did a different race than I did. She joined my race to be around me, so, you know, had to mac her down. Long story short, we got together, and I love her to death. I mean, I'll buy her anything she want, take care of her any way she please. But I spend my money on others. I'm telling you, when I get home, I'm about to buy my grandma an iPad. I just love taking care of my people because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in this position. That's why I work so hard. They're my pushing factor and why I work so hard. And I just love taking care of my people, honestly.
That's good, brother. That's real good. What's a dumb question that you hate when people ask? It's got to be something that irritates.
Oh, I got 1,000 of them.
What it name them?
Oh, can I get a car with a 300 credit score? Oh, can you fix my credit in 1 week? Oh, can I get business funding without being a personal guarantor? Like, it's so many questions that annoy me, not because they're stupid per se, because this information isn't widely spread. It's just they say a statement versus then a question. Hey, I need a car next week. Can you help me out real quick? No, how about you ask me, hey, how quick is the turnaround time, or what's like a realistic idea on how soon can I get this? So a lot of people kind of like force like that statement onto me, and it just annoys me off of that, because it's just like, instead of trying to learn the information, you're forcing me in this time restraint that you put yourself in. Because why are you waiting now to fix your credit at the last minute of you needing something?
What's the worst credit you ever saw?
Of course, the lowest, I mean, was like what, a 420, but like worse in terms of like what's on there.
Yes.
I seen a profile with 90 inquiries, 10 collections, repos, foreclosure. I mean, literally any derogatory remark, you name it. Somehow, don't know how. I honestly don't know how. As a credit guru, they were still in the 500s. I saw a credit score in the 400s without all that stuff, but that alone was like a 520. And it had every single derogatory remark and 90 hard inquiries, which was completely insane.
Nah, that's crazy.
Insane.
Did they ever fix it like all the way? Or?
I fixed most of it. It's still a couple items on there that I just couldn't remove, honestly.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it was a long process. Like, I spent like 8 months doing it, and it was just a couple items that just would not fall off. It was crazy. It was a lot of work.
Okay. Who had the best credit you ever saw?
Best credit? I'm not gonna lie, the man behind the mic, he up there. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at his credit and he wasn't funding. I'm like, okay, let's see what's the word. He up there. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even lie to you. You probably up there with top 3.
Oh yeah, I need that black card.
Oh, hey, you right there. Hey, you got the profile. You need to spend the money now.
Let me get one of your cards though.
Let me see, like, which one you want? Hold on, we got this one, we got this one, we got this one, we got this one, we got this one. Hey, we can go all night with all this, man. Come on.
That's what we do. We make it rain with cards.
With cards, we don't do money. We can do money, but we don't do it like that, man. We too clever for that.
Nah, you know I'm a hold one on, right?
I don't know about all that, nah.
Come on, bro. Like,
You can hold it, but I'm gonna lock it though.
like, let me get like 1,000.
Bro, you family. Pick a card up, bro.
Pick
Any
one.
card, any card. Come on now.
All right, now don't threaten me with a good time.
You're right. Let me close my mouth.
All right, nah. But man, for somebody that's watching right now, man, what advice you got for them?
Grind your credit out. This completely changed my life. It's changing everybody's lives inside this mansion right now. Grind your credit out and use that to chase your dreams. A lot of people are afraid of taking that chance, taking that risk. Don't be afraid. There's no such thing as failure. I live by delayed gratification. I don't fail. It's just my blessing is pushed back a little bit. I mean, it's been so many times in my life where I thought about quitting. I thought that this wasn't my path. Even when I lost all that money in 2024, going to 2025, I'm thinking like, why am I an investor? Maybe I should work a 9 to 5. When I tell y'all God is real and he spoke to me so many times, when I was ready to quit, he will give me such the smallest blessing, just something, not nothing huge to change my life, just enough to give me hope. And now look where I'm at. I'm out here getting mansions in every major city in the US right now. I'm going to Dubai this year. My shorty is in a Versace robe with slippers to match it. Wearing a chain, dripped out, the dream car. I can do whatever I please. And if you guys would have told me this in the midst of my depression a few months ago, I would have never believed y'all. Like I said, it's never failure until you quit. It's always delayed gratification. You don't know what the next month is gonna hold for you, the next week, the next day, even the next hour. My life literally went from 1 hour, I was depressed, I wanted to be done with everything. An hour later, God put something in front of me and said, no, this is your path. You just need to learn this lesson to be able to grow and teach and lead my people to the promised land.
And there we have it, man. Jeremy, I appreciate you for coming on the show, man.
And I appreciate
Just the
you.
credit to wealth.
Appreciate you for having me join this amazing episode of Under the Mic.
Get ready for part 2.